Alright, good morning traders. See, we got GRB. A lot of volume on it. Keep an eye on it though. WPG, that looks okay. BCTX, wow, what a move there. Halted. Very interesting. It's up 123% already. Good morning, Brian. Keep an eye on that guy. Some type of deal there. No, that's why that could be a possible play too. PIN could be a possible play. U1 is popping up. Put U1 on there. So we kind of got the same thing that was going on yesterday where we had multiple stocks ripping here out the gate. Yeah, God, look at all these different pops popping up. Oh boy. All right, well. This is gonna be tricky to try to figure out what stock to play here with this many moves up so far, but yeah, whatever. Okay. U1 testing 10. I'm interested in BCTX. Let's see, what is their... Oh boy, okay. So they've got really good PR. Survival of breast cancer, that's why it's jumped up so much. Okay, WPG selling off. We don't need to look at that. We need to look at GBR anymore. H2 starting to sell off. MOSY looking decent. EVPR. Have to give everything a second here to kind of chill out. PLIN does not have any news, but that's a little sketchy. I'll keep it on watch just in case though. PEI doesn't have any PR either. AHT just crossed over there, so that's done for now. See, BCXTX is out of here. God, look at this thing go right out of that hawk, going straight up. The volatility on this is crazy right now. Going. Starting to push back over 750. Let's see if it starts ripping again here. There we go. Let's see if we can push for a new high at 770 set. There we go. Boom. Ooh, all the way up to 8. Let's see if it can break 8 here. Ooh, this is wild. If it breaks 8, it should go crazy again, but got rejected there, so okay. Don't want to pull back too much here. It needs to stay above 750. This thing is all over the place right now. Look at this on a higher time frame. Ooh, big drop there, all the way back down to 7. Getting halted on the way down here. Can't do anything about it now. I'm already in it. In the halt there. So we'll see how this opens back up. Look at this on a longer time frame. So on the 15-minute, the 15-minute could drop back down pretty low. The 15-minute though, we've not had a candle close over 7 yet, so that's part of the problem. Let's see here. Let's look at the 5. 20 days at 644. There should be pretty strong support at 7 though. Let's see. I'm down quite a bit, but we'll see how it opens up. If it opens up and it starts dropping, then I'm going to have to get out of it. But looking at it, let's see. Yeah, even on the 1 minute, we just came down to the 20 just now. As long as it holds above the 20, it should be good. That was a risky play. I knew that was going to be a risky play, but I was looking for it to break 8. See, U1 looks really good right now. VPR, it doesn't look like it's doing anything. PTX is looking ugly. MLSY not doing anything. PEI curling down at the moment. PLN, take that off. Let's see, let's look at PEI on the 5 here. So the only thing I'm seeing with PR is BCTX. But keep an eye on PEI here. PEI could be a possible play. So we should be almost out of this halt. Let's see. Oh, it didn't even tell us in this halt. Now I would expect it to bounce here off of this $7 area and all these indicators on the 1 minute being right there. But if it opens up and just drops, I'm gonna take a big loss there. But I'm expecting it to bounce. But the smartest thing would have been to take it at $8. I hopped in there at $7.50 out of that halt up to 8. That'd have been a nice easy 50-cent win. Now let's see here. Is it gonna keep selling off? What? Just added 10 down here. I can add 10 more. Nope, I can't add 10 more. Alright. Now we don't see it pop back over 7 here really quickly. If it starts coming down, then it's going to be done for a while. Needs to get back above the 20 here on the 1 minute. And it's trying to push back up to 7. We do not want to get rejected at 7. This is going to come back down hard. Need to break back over 7. So you're testing it right there. Got rejected a little bit. There we go. Breaking back over 7 now. Oh, nope, still testing. So far, getting a little bounce back above the 20 here. If we can stay above the 20, we can ride this 20. 7 did not hold. There's some buyers at 690 trying to hold. Damn, they just got taken out too. This may start selling off. Struggling to get back above 7, which is not good. There we go. Nice close on that candle. And I'm going to test 7 again here. We need to stop testing the 7 support. We need to be up testing resistance. Let me flip over to a 5-minute here. Yeah, on the 5-minute we're looking pretty good. Still got to get back over 7. There we go, starting to push back up some here. Very nice, pushing over 720. See, this 5-minute candle is fixing to close. If it closes over 725, I think we'll be good to go here. See, 725 is acting as some resistance. There it goes. There it goes. Now we're starting to pop back up. Ooh. Ooh, very nice. Really starting to get going again. Looks like we're going to get halted right here. Yeah, we're getting halted. Very nice. So, still good on this. Halted. I'm up 15 bucks. We're getting halted right below 8 this time, so we could see this come out of that halt and blast through 8. It's a possibility. But did anybody catch that bounce right there where I added 10 shares at that 650 area? If you would have caught that bounce, you'd be up $1.12, let's say $1.16 a share right now. This was a nice bounce, and that was the bounce I was talking about. Out of that halt to the downside. And the reason I wasn't too worried about that halt is because we are completely bullish on the 5-minute. We're above all indicators. It is holding the 20-day strong. So even though it got halted to the downside and I didn't really get the best entry, we're still pretty bullish. I mean, we're above all indicators. And look here. Ooh, look at here. We're halted right on the 20-day on the daily, crossing over the 100-day. If this opens up and pops at all, we get a 20 cross over the 100, we could get a little bit more out of this guy. But I'm not going to get greedy because this thing moves so fast. So my plan here is to see how it comes out of this halt. If it starts dropping again, pretty fast, I'll probably get out and just lock in my profit. But what I'm expecting here is to see this unhalt, maybe fumble around for a second at the pre-market. Let's see, was it pre-market high? Yeah, so we're halted right at pre-market high at 775. So we could easily get rejected here. But if it comes out and breaks right up over that pretty quickly, then I'd say we'll test 8. And like I said earlier, if we break 8, there's not really any resistance anywhere else on this chart. So let's see. This is the weekly chart. Let's look at it. Okay, so on the weekly we got resistance at 975. Yeah. Little resistance at 8. We break 8 though, we got so much room to run up. We'll see what happens, but there's just not past $8. There's just not a lot of resistance ahead. Whoops. But we are up 141% on BCTX. So we do want to be careful, because the higher that it goes, percentage gains, the more people are going to be trying to lock out. So the buyers that are in here now are going to turn into sellers. So, I mean, this, depending on how it comes out of this halt, well, we may come out and test 8 again. I don't know. This thing is so volatile. I don't know what exactly it's going to do out of this halt. I'm expecting it to at least push for a new high out of this halt, and then we may have another quick sell-off like it did there. But like I said, if it breaks that 8, it has so much room to run. I don't know. Just got to play it smart. We should be, let's see, 905. So we got, well, we might be opening up again here. Yeah, oh, there we go. Gap up to 8. Let's see. Boom, breaking over 8. Still pushing, still pushing, still pushing, still pushing, still pushing, and we're halted again. That's what I'm talking about. BCTX showing me the frisk here. I'm up $70 so far into another halt. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Beautiful. And look at there. Look what happened out of that halt. Get back down here. What are you doing, Thinkorswim? Crossover. We told you we got halted right at the 20-day crossing the 100. Now the 20-day is over the 100. That's a EMA crossover right there. Very nice. Alright. I'm going to get ready to start locking out here, because this is the second halt in a row up, and I do not like holding much more than that. I'm gonna give it a half a second out of this halt. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful play. I just got halted so fast out of that too. Where's where's everybody at in the live stream today? The one day I'm sitting here looking at a possible decent sized win, and we got 6 people in the live stream. Where's everybody at? Everybody's here when I'm losing. Nobody's here when I'm winning. That's all right. Everybody probably fled when they saw this drop down there, like, oh god, this dude's gonna lose a chunk of money. He's gonna look. Oh, your internet keeps going out. People's having problems with the internet. I've heard that from a lot of different people lately, all over the country. Actually, all over the globe, people are having problems with the internet. Liam was having problems over in the UK. John was having problems all last week. He couldn't even do anything last week for like 3 or 4 days because his internet went crazy. I thought this 5G was supposed to be the future. So last halt was a 5-minute halt, so this one could be another quick 5-minute halt, or this could be a 10-minute halt. Question is, do I want to lock half of it out of the halt and try to let the other half run, or do I just want to lock it all out? Actually, I think I'm gonna lock half out right out of the halt, and then I'll hold the other half for a second to see if it's gonna shoot up. I feel like that would be an idea here. Yeah, because I'm up over $1 a share, so I'm definitely gonna lock out at least half. Okay, I locked half out there. God, we shot all the way up to 9. I'm pretty sure I got that close to 9. That was a quick shoot up. So I got 30 left, trying to see if it's gonna continue to climb. We are off of that 20-day quite a bit. If it cracks back below 8, I'm getting out. Yeah, half of that was definitely very close to 9. That when I hit that sell so quick and it shot so quick, I have no idea where I got it out at, but it had to have been real close for half of that position. Let's see here. We're gonna start pushing again. We're holding up $8 so far. Oh, we might be pushing again. Let's see here. Just trying to fumbling with this 850 area. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, nope. Still fumbling with this 850. Getting out. So I'll take that win. $63. I don't like the way that candle started doing what it's doing there. Starting to push down. It may try to run some more, but I'm happy with that. I'll take the win. I mean, I got half of that position out at 9, so that was like $1. What was that? $1.60 per share, which is very nice. This thing could still rip though. I mean, it's no doubt got a lot of potential. It's just so volatile, and this many halts, I'm happy with the profit. I'll take it. I'm green on the week because I made $9 on the one play yesterday. New Way, I ended up losing $19 on because it never came back up, and now I've got this 63. So I am green on the week so far. A very nice play. Give me just a second, guys. I'm going to take a breather because I'm staring at that level 2 very hard to make my decisions. If this breaks back over 850, it may start ripping again. Yeah, there it goes. It's starting to push back up. Ooh, this might get over 9. This may be a crazy play. All right. Oh yeah, so I got out good there. That was smart. I played this very smart. Did not break over 9, getting rejected. Now it is coming back down to 8 on the 20-day. So I mean, there still could be some life in it as long as it stays above these indicators. Ooh, U1 got that pop over 12. That was another nice play, but above all indicators, above all the EMAs. Where's my naysayers of the EMA strategy who talked all the trash last week? Where you at, Daniel B? MLSY died off. PEI. Look at that. What was I saying about when I say PEI? If it held up that 50-day, there's a 30-cent profit there. Ooh, wow. Kodak coming back alive. We ain't seen Kodak do some things in a long time. I know, crickets. It's been crickets it's been crickets since after that first day of them talking trash. But look at there, same thing. Kodak going sideways on the 20-day. Look back here, this crossover. Look, 20-day crossing over the 50 and the 100 at the same time. And then boom, big move on Kodak. So what I plan on doing here soon is John and I and maybe some maybe Hal Hart and if I can, I'm going to try to get One Life or Daniel B on it too. And we're going to have a big discussion, a big debate about naked charts versus not naked charts. Just to give you guys the full-on perspective. We'll see if Daniel B takes the invitation or not. What's up, Dom? Spy still going up. Just barely though. Spy is just trying its best to hold. We'll see. We'll see. But if I can't get anybody who trades naked charts to join the debate, then I'll just take the position of debating the naked charts because I have traded naked charts a long time. Now, if you remember, I don't know how some of you guys. Yeah, I got BCTX for $63 profit. I got in the 750 area back here, averaged down with 10 shares off the bounce here, and then I rode it all the way up to $9. Sold half at 9, held half till about right through here, and then on this candle right here, I hopped out. So it wasn't a huge profit, but it was a decent profit. I'll take it. But if you guys have been following me for a while, I said I was trading. My original trading strategy was off the VWAP. And then I went, of course I've experimented with a couple of things like the Darvis box. But like I said, I always like to experiment here and there to try things out just to learn things. I always like to learn new things, learn new strategies. But the reason why I was trading on naked charts is because if you can trade on naked charts, when you add the robots in here, the algorithms, these EMAs, then it just makes it easier, in my opinion. And I could incorporate the VWAP back in, but I don't think it's necessary with the EMAs. Let's just see where the VWAP is at, though. Let's do some science. You know, there's nothing wrong with some science. So I have my VWAPs to be white. There we go. Bam. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't really need the VWAP on this, but I mean, if you look at it where the VWAP was at, it was right there in that same area where it bounced off the 50. So there was a ton of support right through there at $7 at that time, with all four with those two indicators and the VWAP there. I mean, on this you can see the VWAP's kind of running with the 50, so it's not necessary with this strategy. I mean, if you really wanted to use it with this strategy, you could, but I don't think it's necessary. But I do think yeah, VWAP. I mean, VWAP's fine. I don't have a problem with it. It's just with this certain strategy that I'm using, it doesn't really seem necessary because it was right there with the 50-day. But I still think if you're a beginner trader, you should start out just trying to trade naked charts and to get a feel of price action and all of that. Because if you can learn naked charts decently, then you add in something like this where you have the indicators to help you out. It should be, it should be better. But like I say, everybody's different. It's just this EMA strategy just clicked with me really, really well when I was practicing with it with cryptos. But we will have that debate. We will have that debate soon. I think that'd be an interesting episode. We'll see who all we can get on it. Let's see, BTX still climbing. This thing made a massive run the other day, over about a week, from 6 up to 80. And on the daily, it's currently trying to test that 50-day. 20 days starting a possible crossover. If this breaks 20, how low float is this? It's pretty decently low float. This is interesting. U-shape there too on the daily. Break a 20. This thing could be a very good swing play. Very interesting. Keep that on watch for that possible swing. IHT. All the way up to 835. So there's a lot of plays where you could have made some decent gains on today. That's for sure. IPDN just popped up a little bit, running into a bunch of the indicators though. Don't like that. But this strategy works the best with plays like BCTX, where you're crossing over on the daily. You get these daily crossovers, and that can lead to some big moves. And there was only the one indicator, the 200, that's a little ways away. But like PEI is a perfect example. And you see, let's see, what was that? May 25th started coming up to the 50-day, crossed the 50-day, and was now bullish, and it ran from $1.88 up to $3.38. So, but you have all the indicators below and the crossover happening down here. These are the most effective with this strategy, is having it bullish on every single chart. Because we're on the 1 minute right now in PEI, and I guarantee if I go back, bullish 5 minute, bullish 15 minute, bullish 4 hour, and then we know bullish daily. So I mean, this thing is bullish all the way down to the 1 minute chart. So when you have those type of plays where the indicators are all below it, then you can get some very nice rips. So I'm trying to find one that you don't want to look at. Same thing, IHT, look at that. IHT, was that May 5th? We got 20-day crossover right there over every single indicator. Right in that 3-day span. As soon as it crossed over, boom, big explosion up off of that play. But we're above all indicators on the daily, so same thing. If I was to go all the way down to the, through the charts, you can see it's bullish all the way down to the 1 minute. This thing's really moving. This thing might try to test 9 here today. All right, so here's a decent example of what you don't want to do with this strategy. So on the 1 minute, it is pretty much bullish right now. It is a little bit below the 20-day, but we'll just do like that. So right there, we did have a crossover. You can see the crossover happened on the 1 minute. Nice crossover led to a nice move. But you're bearish on all of these. You're bearish on all of these indicators on the daily. So if we start going back on the time frame, 5 minute we're bullish. 15 minute, however, we are not. We're running into the 200-day on the 15 minute, and that's because all the indicators are up above. So it is looking like it may possibly do a crossover the 100-day on the 15 minute right here, the 20 over the 100-day. But on the daily, these are way, way up here for this to be completely bullish like one of these other plays. So this, even though it is crossing over and is bullish on a few time frames, the longer time frames, it's pretty bearish. So you gotta look at that, fill it out, and make sure you're not getting into something where it's got all these indicators above it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You're just following that 20-day. You just want that 20-day to be above everything. Once the 20 days above everything, and you've got it in this order: 20, 50, 100, 200. You're bullish, especially on every time frame. If you have it on every time frame, then it's the probabilities of a stock going up are going to be pretty good. No, I didn't stay in WPG. I took a little bit of profit on it right before I think I ended the stream. Um, but yeah, I saw the big move on it. I saw the big move. I was like, oh no. But that's the one thing about this strategy is as long as a 20-day holds up, you can sit there and hold the play all day if you want to. See, MOSY is bullish on the daily and is currently starting to turn back bullish on the 5-minute. Let's look at it on the 1-minute. Yeah, so on the 1-minute you've got the 20-day about to cross the 50 and the 100. Now they're not crossed yet. You want to see the cross start happening. There we go. We're getting a little close to the cross. So this price pushes up right here, and this could be the start of a crossover on MOSY, and we could see it possibly break $7. But we'll see. But in a hot market like this, you can see this strategy is very effective. Look, same thing right here, Oxbar. Look at that. Oxbar crossover the 50 and the 100. Boom. Crossover on the daily chart. But it does seem, I mean, so far this week, it seems to be, we're getting a pretty hot penny stock market. These small caps a lot of them are running, which is nice to see. Because it's been slow for the last couple of months, slow and choppy. So we'll see if this continues for June. Trying to think. I don't know. I don't think well, yeah, I think it was last June we started getting a hot penny stock market, but the year before, during the summer, we had a pretty hot penny stock market. So we'll see. It's hard to tell because of all the news headlines and everything always happened here recently, but we will see. No, because cryptos are still fine. I mean, cryptos went down a little. I mean, the crash on the cryptos, Bitcoin dropping $20,000 over a weekend is a pretty big drop. But when you look at the cryptos overall, they're pretty much still bullish. Like Bitcoin's not, but Ethereum, is right there, 15-minute is bullish. But I go to the 1-day. I take these damn drawings off. We go to the 1-day. You can see Ethereum, all the indicators, all the EMAs are still above each other. The 20 is resting on the 50 right now. So if Ethereum breaks over 2,800 today, Ethereum's going to go back bullish. But even Bitcoin, Bitcoin right now, which if you follow the crypto channel, I've been saying I'm skeptical of Bitcoin just in general. But looking at Bitcoin overall on the daily, it had the big massive pullback there, but in comparatively to the whole entire chart, this pullback right here is not that big a deal, and it's trying to hold that 35 area. So I mean, even Bitcoin, as skeptical as I am on it, and you can see, and here's even more why I'm skeptical. You can see the crossovers happening to the downside. So Bitcoin may drop, but you got these other cryptos like Ethereum that look like they're ready to go bullish, and there's a couple of other altcoin cryptos too. Matic is above all indicators still, so there was the big drop. but Matic's rebounded almost all the way back up so far. So that could be a leader in the crypto markets. ADA, Cardano, bullish as well on the daily chart. But yeah, I do daily updates on the cryptos and stuff over there. But I don't think it's cryptos going down that's making the penny stock market hot. I think we're still having a lot of transitioning out of the stock market, these high growth tech stocks and all of that, into gold and silver stocks. So like, let's look at AMD for instance. AMD on the daily has been selling off for a while, and it's in a downtrend. Now, right now, currently, it does look like the 20 is trying to come back up for a crossover on the daily, possibly, but we still are below the 50 and still on the 100. And AMD might not be the best one to use, but that's fine. But DRD, you can see, not in a downtrend, broke the downtrend. This is a gold mining company above all indicators now, starting to go real bullish. 50-day crossing over the 200, the 100-day crossing over the 200. So all these indicators are about lined up almost for gold to go on a nice run. Gold and silver stocks. Now Google will just always be bullish. There's nothing you can do about Google. I'm trying to think of what some of the other heavy growth tech stocks are. Zoom. What was Zoom's ticker? I think Zoom is ZEM, right? Yeah. So same thing as AMD. You can see Zoom selling off, and Zoom is actually below. Yeah, Zoom is below all indicators. So Zoom very bearish versus, like I just showed you, the gold stock. So we're having a rotation out of the high explosive stocks like this, and we're having a rotation into commodities. Even UEC is a uranium company. You can see uranium, UEC has been going up since November. And I don't know any lumber stocks off the top of my head. But if you look at lumber, that's where money is too. No, I don't follow the nickel and lithium mines for EV stuff because they still need gold and silver. I mean, if you want to look at particular nickel and that, but gold and silver they still got to use for EV. It's the best conductivity metals. And then if I go to my precious metals list, you can see gold. Gold is very bullish. That actually is testing 1900 today an ounce. It may break out. We may see gold back up to 2000 soon. And then silver's bullish too. And platinum's still kind of lagging, but palladium's bullish. Fortuna silver mine starting to have 28 EMA crossover of all the indicators. We just looked at DRD bullish. AG First Majestic silver bullish. Vail, which is gold's bullish. Roscan gold is just kind of going sideways, but this is a junior miner. This is not a big miner. And then I do have some nickel. Norlist nickel mine. NILSY on the OTC stock is a nickel mine, but they also mine gold and silver. But I am holding that one. So yeah, I guess I am invested in a nickel mining company. I didn't realize it. And then Anglo American, same thing. So I mean, you can see the difference. The precious metals are all bullish. We go to the tech stocks. Well, Horizon and MNDO, those are underbought, so that's why they're coming up. CRISPR Therapeutics, though, drop off. Intel, drop off. Like I said, AMD, VUZI, Tesla, Virgin Galactic, NVIDIA is one of those ones. Like, I just don't think. I think long-term investing, it's really hard to get. It's hard to go wrong with NVIDIA. I mean, that's just nobody got the type of graphics cards and stuff they do. But you see the point, though. Most of these explosive tech stocks have been coming down, whereas gold and everything's going up. Energy, said UEC. And actually, it looks like, yeah, REITs are actually pretty bullish right now, too. Well, some of them. That's a land REIT. But yeah, most of the REITs are bullish, too, which are more value plays because they're dividend plays. So, the lithium batteries are made mostly of nickel. Hey, that's good to know. I mean, it's definitely, I don't have a problem with it. With gold and silver going up, all the precious metals will be going up. And if nickel's going to have that much demand for the EV batteries, then nickel will be right along there with gold and silver. But they need gold and silver in the EV cars for all of the circuit boards and computer chips, because all these cars nowadays are nothing but computers. So they've got some gold and silver in them. But I mean, I'm not opposed to nickel. I'm not opposed to coal. There's some decent coal stocks out there. I mean, pretty much any commodity right now. Like I said, it's going to be going up. Oil's been going up. So we're basically seeing big money go into commodities and leave all the big tech stocks. So because we're having this transition, day traders are not trading the explosive stocks anymore. I mean, all of last year the institutional day traders were trading these explosive moves on AMD and all those. So now commodities move a little bit slower. I'm sure there's some day trading commodities. But when we have that type of transition, we usually have the institutional day traders kind of come down into the mid cap and small cap markets and play those. And that's what we're seeing today is mid caps and small caps that are moving. And that's what we've been seeing all week. At least that's my idea of what's going on. My speculation. But I'll take it. There's always, as long as I've been trading the last 7 years, as long as they're, well, not as long as they're, but every year there's a couple of months, at least. Some years have more months than others, but usually every year there's going to be a couple of months throughout the year where the mid caps and small caps just get hot. And I think that's where we're at. We may have a hot June. It's still early to tell. It's only June 2nd. We're 2 days into June. It has been hot so far. But I'll feel better about it by the end of the week, and maybe by next Monday we see this momentum in the small cap world to keep up. The BCTX still holding on the 1 minute. So this thing is one to keep an eye on all day. It is still bullish, and it can still run with a very good PR. So we'll give the stream about 10 minutes here because I am out of funds. I used everything that I had on BCTX. I threw the plunger at it. But if you guys have any questions, suggestions, or ideas, go ahead and get those in. But good information on the lithium batteries because I didn't know that, Dom. So that's very interesting. I'll definitely be looking into more nickel stocks. I mean, right now with inflation, all the commodities are going to go up. Let's pull up the let's take a look at the CPI Index, see where we're at here. So on all items, we're at 4.2%, but you can see energy. Energy major categories up 25% on the consumer price index. Food's at 2.4. All items less food and energy 3%. And here's the thing. This is the government's consumer price index, which they underestimate. This is probably higher. Like the overall being 4.2%, I would imagine it's higher than that. It's probably 5, 6, something like that. And then real quick, just to show, where's my indexes? There we go. So let's take a look at the US dollar. See how the dollar's holding up. Oh, there it is. Woo-wee! That dollar is bearish. The US dollar is bearish below all indicators. Very, very close to dropping more. So the US dollar index goes down, inflation goes up because it is the direct result of inflation. You're adding more pieces of paper that don't mean anything to the currency supply. So you're devaluing the purchasing power of the dollar, and you can see where that devaluing has took place at. And where did this start? Let's see where this started at in the short term. So let's go back here. Okay, where we at? March 20th. Right here, right before COVID really took off. The dollar was looking pretty strong, and then since COVID, when we started all the money printing, the dollar has been downtrending. Which actually, that was the COVID money printing, but they've been doing quantitative easing since 2008. So you go back on this chart, it's going to get even uglier. You're not going to let me go back any further? Let's see. Let's go to a week chart. Yeah, there we go. So 1986, US dollar has been going down. Downtrend, straight downtrend. That's when they took the dollar off of the gold standard. Come on, get out of here. So the more inflation goes up, the less your dollars are going to buy. Hence why I have a bunch of gold and silver. Yeah, so I can just show you real quick how to set up your scanners. I mean, I do have a video in the day trading playlist lessons. So if you go to the main channel, you can see that. But yeah, I just started new. So this is where you come to when you go to your scan. Go to Stock Hacker because you're looking for stocks. I don't do none of these other ones. I just use Stock Hacker. And then you go to category depending on what you want to scan. If you're looking for OTCs, you can put in OTC stocks. If you're like me on the day trading and you're looking for these plays that we play here, NASDAQ, NYSE, I scan in both of these. Or you can scan in all stocks. So we'll scan in all stocks just for this little lesson. And then you go over here to the right side to add filter. And we're looking for stock, so let's go stock. And first I always put in my price, and I use last. So there's last. So because I trade 50 cents to $10, I'm going to put 50 cents as my minimum. And I'm going to put $20 as my maximum. Alright, then we're going to add another filter. Go to stock. We're going to look for shares because I'm looking for the low float. So I'm going to put my max shares at 100 million. So there's 100, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to add the filter again. And we want volume. So I add volume. I want a minimum volume, especially in the morning, of 500,000. So this is a pretty decent scan. I scan this. And then you look at it here, and you can separate it. I know this, if you're new, this all looks crazy, but you can actually take a bunch of this stuff off if you don't want it on there. There's a little gearbox right there that you can customize this with, and you can take a bunch of this stuff off. Like, I don't care about that sizzle index. I don't really care about the book value per share. That's irrelevant. If you want to be looking for dividends, you can keep those in there. I don't care about EPS. This is basically for day trading, so we don't really need percent change and net change. You only need one change. I'll keep the description, shares, percent change. Yeah, there we go. So we'll go with that. Press OK. So now you see that's all a lot better to look at. And then we can sort these. You can just click. So we click percent change. And we can see we got this guy that's up at 184%. There's BCTX, which we traded. Right there at top. U1, which we've been watching. U1's right there. SLNO was not on my watch list. I don't see that anywhere but on these sidebar scanners. But it's there. That may be that could be possibly an OTC stock. But you get this nice list. In the morning, in pre-market, when you do the scan, you're not going to get this many stocks. You know, we're 2 hours after market open, or hour and a half anyway. And so we're getting a bunch of volume in here. Now, if we wanted, like right now, I wouldn't be scanning for 500,000 because it's later in the day. I would be scanning for 1 million. Let's see, 10. Oops, that's 10 million. There we go. So if I scan for 1 million, that's going to make this list a little shorter. Well, maybe not. No. Alright, but anyway, when you scan it in the morning for 500,000, you probably only have like 10 stocks on this list. Now, another thing to do, make sure that you have your show right here on 2,000. Because that's going to show you the most stocks. If you do it on 10, you see you're going to get a very small list. So I always put it on 2,000 so I can get the biggest list in the morning. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much all there is to it as far as setting it up that way. And then you can save it. You go up here and you can go to Save Scan Query. So it's going to say that, and then we're going to save it. We'll put 100 million max float. Small cap. We'll just call it that for the scanner. Or we'll do this. We'll do pre-market 100 million max float small cap. Bam. So now we got that. So every morning we can just come in here and we go to personal, and we can just load it. And it's ready to go, and you just hit scan. Bam. So does that help you, Jimmy? With the scanners? Like I said, there's the video and the playlist lessons. I can get to. I know I kind of went over that fast here. I'll get the link to that video for you real quick, and then you can check that out too. But there's just a lot of things Thinkorswim can do, so it is very confusing. So I just try to keep things as simple as possible on this platform, and I am still planning on leaving Thinkorswim. But I don't know when it's going to be, because I've been looking into different brokers, and so far the only broker that I like better than Thinkorswim is Fidelity. And that's only because it's got free commissions on OTCs, and their platform actually isn't that bad. Their platform is actually pretty easy to use, but I don't know if I'll go with Fidelity or not. I don't know. I'm still figuring out. I'm messing with a bunch of different platforms right now, so we'll see. Alright, there you go. That should be the video to it. Whoops. I accidentally popped off the live stream there. Hold on, let me make sure that's the right. Oh, okay, never mind. That one's not going to be the right one. Here, okay, this is the right one. There you go. That's the right one. Here, I'll delete this other one. Bam. There you go. So that's the one. That's the scanner video. You can check that out. It goes into a little bit more detail. And if you have any questions, like you joined the live stream here and ask, you can always do that. You can leave the questions in the comments of the specific video that you have questions on, and I can get to them there as well. There's plenty of ways to get a hold of me. You can hit me up on Instagram, framework_fortune, if you want to talk directly to me there. It is a little bit harder for me to respond to messages from everybody on the IG all the time because it is a lot of people. I try, but I'm busy with a lot of different things with this channel. And I know I haven't really put out much content other than the live stream trading and some of the portfolio power up episodes on this channel. I'm trying to get the crypto channel going to where it can, where I want to get it to 1,000 subs and get it monetized, so that way I can start bringing in crypto analysts for that channel, and then I'll be able to focus more on this channel. But I got plenty of content to come out for this channel too, and some more lessons. I'm going to do an EMA lesson about how I'm using this EMA strategy more in detail. So don't worry, guys. We're going to have plenty of content. And how Hart is joining, or how Hart has joined the channel. I'll be putting out the Portfolio Power episode introducing H&H Trader to everybody. That'll be out either tonight or tomorrow, and then Hal will be putting out some content as well. And his content is in the same price range as what I trade. We have a similar type of trading style, I would say. We both trade the same price range, same low floats So he'll have some content, a little bit different perspective, a little bit different strategy than me. But he's going to start putting out content on the channel, I would say, starting next week. So we got a lot going on. We're covering all we can. I may have a options guy who may start doing some options information for the channel. But we're going to cover everything. We are going to cover everything up and down. Yeah, and Dom, you need to hit me up too, buddy. We need to talk some more about having you on. And One Life, I think One Life, One Chance is on vacation. Supposedly he's supposed to be joining the channel for some content too, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll talk some today, Dom. And here's the thing. If you got anybody who's newer to the channel or new to the channel, after a year, if you start showing some good profits, getting a bunch of good call outs, then I'm happy to share the platform, with other traders. That's what I'm trying to do. So, there's opportunities in this community, and that's what we want. We want a community built on opportunities for everybody, networking, information for everybody, all the info sharing, because I like it when you guys share info with me. I don't know everything. Like Dom sharing that information about the lithium batteries being made of nickel. I didn't know that. That's a new target on my list now, is to look more into nickel mining stocks. So that's the great thing about having a community, guys. So I'm going to call it a day. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. Let's continue to grow this framework fortune community. If you haven't yet, punch that YouTube algorithm and its tiny little like button. It was talking trash about my mama. It's too far, YouTube algorithm. But yeah, guys, stay safe out there. We'll be back tomorrow. Until next time.